So today we're doing a headlight restoration on this 2012 Acadia. As you can see, they're pretty foggy, they're kind of yellow. The clear right here, it's kind of failing. We're gonna make them nice and clear again. We're gonna sand them down, and I'm gonna show you the steps on how to get this in. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe around the headlight right here. Since I'm gonna be doing some sanding, I'm gonna tape around the headlight. Whatever I do on this one, I'm gonna repeat the same exact step on the other one. I'm gonna tape around it, and this is just to protect the paint around it from getting scuffed or scratched. Pretty scuffed up. There's a lot of these imperfections, minor scratches right here. I'm not worried about these. More than likely that's not going to come off, but this is what we're worried about right here. We're going to improve the visibility on it, make it look nice and clean. Some of these headlights are pretty hard to replace. In some vehicles you have to take panels off. I think on these you have to loosen up the fenders right there. So it's going to be a way easier process just to get them restored. We're going to get started with the 600 grit right here. So we're just going to get the headlight wet right here in sandpaper. Like I said, I like to do it by hand. It's pretty simple, easy. Sandpaper, you can just buy it at your auto parts store, Walmart, something like that. Just make sure it's a good sandpaper. I'm going to use about 4 different grits right here. So starting with 600, I'm going to move up to 800, 1000, 1500. 2000, and I might take it up all the way up to 3000. All right, so you can see here on the surface, this is all the stuff that I'm sanding down, all that oxidation, that tear that's peeling off. And one important thing to do is to cross hatch your work. Don't do any circles, straight lines. This step you're gonna repeat it with all the other different grits. The reason why I don't go straight to polishing is because it might make it nice and clear, but then it's not gonna fix the issue. All that dead clear that you were seeing on the surface, it's just gonna be a little glossy, and then it's gonna look the same here in about a month. Wipe it down real good. Magic happens in the buffing and polishing. Okay, so we have the 800, and again, same process. Usually when headlights are just a little foggy, if they don't have this issue going on where the clear is chipping off like that, you can go straight to 1000 or 1500. You can definitely do this with the palm sander or polisher with some sanding disc as well. This little slush right here, remember to wipe it down as you go. Don't let it grip down, or don't leave it on the surface like that, because that will stain your plastics or your paint, especially when you're doing this in direct sunlight. All right, and here we have the 1000 grit. Again, same process. All right, and now here we are at the 1500. So far we've done the 600, 800, and 1000. After the 1000 grit, you can see it starts getting way clear. So after the 2000 grit right here, we can move to the buffing and polishing. The reason why I'm doing all this sanding right here, it's because this is going to prevent it from happening so soon. They might stay like this for about a year and a half or two. You've probably seen a lot of people try to clear up their headlights with toothpaste or the black spray, olive oil, and stuff like that. That might make it look okay temporarily for a week or two, but then they're gonna go back to looking the same. If you're wanting a more long-term solution, this is the way to go for sure. All right, so this is what it looks like after the 2000 grit right here. All the sanding is done here, and you can compare it to this one. I haven't touched this one at all. This step is optional. This last step right here, and take it up to 3000. This grit is super fine. It's nice because it's gonna add that extra nice layer of gloss with the sanding. I'm just gonna dry up right here, and then buffing, polishing. These headlights are the original headlights. This again, 2012, so about 14 years old. Now at this point, we're gonna remove the tape. If it's an older vehicle, go really slow. There's been some cases on cars where the paint's kind of chipping, and you pull the tape and you pull a little bit of paint as well. It's happened before. So just keep an eye on that. You really can't damage anything with the polishing process. I like to remove the tape at this point because when you go over the tape with the polisher, it's gonna heat it up, and then you're gonna be left with a lot of glue residue from the tape around the headlight. Then that's just gonna add an extra step to this job right here. All right, so what I have right here, it's kind of an aggressive buffing compound, something to remove scratches and stuff like that. It's gonna be the first step with the buffing, and I have a wool pad right here. It just goes really good over the finish right here to get better results. If you go straight to polishing, it's going to make it nice and clear, but you might still leave a little bit of those finer scratches from the sandpaper, so this is going to remove that. If you don't have a polisher at home, you can definitely do it by hand. You just get two different compounds, an aggressive compound for scratch removal and a polishing compound just for gloss enhancement. And you can apply like a wax applicator and do it by hand. I'm going to spread my product around a little bit and then we'll get going. Okay, so the buffing is done. You can see it's looking way clear. We're going to wipe this compound off, wipe around the headlight as well. Now we're going to be ready for polishing. Right after the polishing, I'm going to do the ceramic coating. That's the last tip that I like to use. That's to protect the headlight. We're going to add some protection so that doesn't happen again. That way there's no sun fading. It doesn't start getting yellow. If you leave it bare with no protection, that's going to be a quick issue that's going to happen right away. Here I have my polishing pad right here. Polishing compound by Owner's Pride, one of my favorites. And this is going to give it that last nice glossy finish. This is what it looks like with the polishing. I'm going to remove the compound again. And then this is a process, you don't have to, but this is a process that I personally like to do twice in the polishing. So same thing, just give it a quick light polish. If you've been thinking about getting a polisher, I would really suggest getting a Rufus. This one is 15 right here. I have the 21 as well. I love the Rufus. It's really easy to use and it's hard to mess with, easy to handle, very low vibration. It's just a good machine over. I think I've had this one, or these two, I've had them for over 6 years now. They'll last a really long time. This is the second final step. That's with the polishing right here. We'll show you what the difference is like right here. With this headlight, it's fully resanded, restored, and then now check this other one out. Now we're getting ready to do the protection on the headlight with the ceramic coating. But first, we're gonna wipe it, give it a good wipe down. What I have on the spray bottle right here, the water and alcohol, that's gonna remove any compound residue. So any like waxes, fingerprints, or stuff like that. So the actual ceramic coating can really adhere to the surface of the headlight right here. Now we're ready for the coating. I'm gonna be using coating right here by Owner's Pride. It's a really good coating. It's made for paint, but it goes really well over the glass. We use it for plastic trim as well, headlights, tail lights, basically anything on the exterior. If you don't have a ceramic coating, you can do like a paint sealant, a spray-on paint sealant. It won't last as long, but you'll have some protection there. Or a wax, that can also work as well. But the way to go, again, for long-term protection, it's a ceramic coating. Repeat this step twice. I just let it sit there for about 2-3 minutes, wipe it down, repeat, and it's ready to go. It's already ready to be wiped down. I'm just gonna go very lightly over it and just check that there's no streaks left behind from the ceramic coating. And you don't have to repeat this step twice. Like I said, I like to just to have that extra protection on there, especially since this is an older headlight. The customer's not planning on changing the actual headlight anytime soon, so we're just going to give it some extra protection. And use separate racks. So I have these for the wipe down. This is the one that I use for the alcohol, and this is the one that I'm using for the ceramic coating. And again, you're just going to repeat the same process. This is this issue on the headlights. So the headlights are just made out of plastic, and the sun does a lot of that damage on the headlights, making them yellow over time, getting foggy, eating up in here. But also, when you go to the car wash, especially during springtime, summertime, you've probably noticed before you go through the tunnel or whatever, they spray stuff for the bugs, to loosen up your bugs. The stuff that they use at the car wash, it's very aggressive, it's very harsh, and it starts eating up on here of the headlights. So a lot of that damage comes from there. One way to avoid it, like we always say, do it at home if you can. Car washing at home, or if you go through the car wash, tell them to take the time and avoid your headlights, because that's going to be where a lot of that damage comes from. I'm using my last wipe down on the coating right here. Like I said, on this one I wasn't looking for perfection. Even if I wanted to, it's impossible to get rid of that damage right there. But now visibility will be improved by a lot. Now that I'm done with this one, I'm gonna get working on the other one. Same process, and you'll have almost brand new looking headlights. Comment below if you've done a headlight restoration, if you have any tips for me, if there's something else that you would like to learn. Been in the industry for over 12 years. I basically seen it all, done it all. So if there's anything I can help, just let me know.